Hey guys, we're going to be taking a look at the new premium content. So I just bought it. It's around $50 in Microsoft points. Depending on where you live, it might be a bit more. I paid $58 because Microsoft likes taking my money. I don't know why. Alright, so we got the new premium package. Now what this does is it gives you all the new content coming out for about the next year or so, well, for free or for the paid price. Now the reason this is supposed to be a good purchase is that it saves you money on the map packs. Now, contrast it to what Battlefield used to do before, is with the limited edition, if you bought it when the game first came out, you got all the DLC for free. Now, they're not doing this anymore, I guess, with this new premium pass. So, the Back to Karkland was free for the premium users of the Battlefield game, but now all the new DLCs that are coming out are going to be more expensive. Now, there's a bunch of perks to getting the premium. In addition, getting 2-week early access to the maps, you get a bunch of cool extra features, whether it's gun camos, person camos, a new knife, new dog tags. They're going to give you videos for helpful purposes. They're going to be giving you strategy walkthroughs. They're going to have WXP events. They're going to have premium competition events. They're basically rolling out all this freaking swag for the premium people. So, you know, depending on how much you love and play Battlefield, it might be a good buy. I personally bought it because I love Battlefield and I'm going to be buying all the new maps anyways, so it saves me money and it's kind of nice getting some new unlockables and new equips and stuff. Hey guys, David here, showing you some brand new footage from the Battlefield 3 patch. Alright, so if you're not up to date on what's happening, I'm going to be running through some of the updates with the patch. Just going to be showing you some gameplay footage, getting you an idea of some of the new things they've changed. So this patch has been long awaited. It's really awesome. It's the fabled end of the reign of the M26 dart. Let's have a clap for that, because I know everybody else hated the dart. Alright, so I'm going to run through things on the list here. So they added colorblind support, which I recommend everybody turns on. It looks fabulous. You'll see it at some point in the video. All the colors look a lot better. It's easier on the eyes. I just, in general, find it way better. They reduced the overall suppression from weapons. Now, in addition to this, they reduced the amount of suppression in accuracy. So they had boosted the suppression before, now they brought it down a bit. It's still higher than the original. Next up, they added symbols for custom server rules. Now, this is only if the custom server owner chooses to put it on. Now, all it is, it's like a little infinity symbol, like two S's looping together. And all this is designed to is show you whether or not they're using custom rules or not. So if they have a little S symbol, they're using custom rules that are different from the original DICE ones. Alright, next up, F-35. They have patched the jet finally, the jet that turned like a fucking double-decker bus. They have fixed it so that it flies better and more like the SU Frog. Next up, we have ECM Jammer improved. They have increased its likelihood of blocking missiles, because if you guys had used it at all before, you know that it had a pretty high fail rate. And with some missiles it just straight up would not block. Now it's supposed to be a lot more effective. They fixed the AA missile glitch regarding when you fire missiles, it won't kill the vehicle if it's traveling really fast. I actually ran into this with a javelin. Before I would lock onto the jet with the javelin, and if the jet was moving fast enough, the javelin wouldn't actually blow it up. So that's a good add-on they did. Now they reduced the unguided javelin's damage, so if you do not have a lock-on with a SOFLAM or with some of these helicopter or jet radar, it will do less damage. And then they removed the direct damage from aircraft lock-on missiles. Now, this means that unless you have a lock, the pilot lock for you, that it'll do less damage, which kind of sucks. And then they reduced the overall helicopter rocket damage, and this one I personally am very sad to hear about, because I personally love the Apache and just flying around and slaughtering people. And it seems like they're nerfing the helicopter bit, which kind of sucks. They increased the AA gun range, and they also they boosted something else with the AA gun. But basically now the AA gun is actually half decent. you watch some of the footage I have here, I only actually have one part where I actually hit any vehicles that are on the enemy team with it, but it is a lot easier. I don't know if any of you guys have ever sat in one of the AA guns before trying to shoot down jets or helicopters, but it was kind of a pain. You had to lead the missiles a ton, and half the time you wouldn't hit. Now it's actually almost a feasible defense option to keep them out of your spawn. Alright, next up, reduced input lag. So this is for any controllers or anything. There's supposed to be less overall lag, which I'm sure everybody's happy to hear about. I can't even say if there's a noticeable difference or not, but I can tell you I've had moments where you are firing and you thought you fired your shot and you die and the guy's still alive and he has like 1 health left or something like that. Hopefully that'll reduce those number of scenarios. Next up, gadgets deploy faster. So your MAD, your spawn beacon, your tug, your EOD bot, anything like that, these will deploy way faster now, which is great. I don't know about you snipers, but when you respawn on your beacon and you're trying to throw your shit down, there's that delay you notice putting it down. And speaking of the spawn beacons will now spawn your teammates facing the direction the spawn beacon is facing. So now you can actually be tactical about which direction you put the spawn beacon facing, instead of it being random as it was before. All semi-auto snipers, they have nerfed them for distance killing. So this is supposed to highlight the role of the semi-auto snipers at the medium to short range. And in addition with the semi-auto change for the sniper, the SKS suppressor has had a damage buff. So the suppressor, an SKS, if you slap a suppressor on it, was too low of damage. So now it does more damage. But then in addition to that, they reduce the amount of SKS suppression that the suppressor does. And then they also decrease the long distance damage with the SKS. So overall, a little bit of a nerf on the SKS. Now, the next update, this is a really good one. The foregrips were kind of broken for a lot of the assault rifles and general weapons. When you slapped a foregrip on it, if you looked at the stats, it actually overall decreased your weapon accuracy a lot, depending on the weapon. And so it made no sense to slap a foregrip on a lot of these weapons. But they've now changed it. So they updated the foregrip for the M4A1, Scar H, F2000, SG535, the FAMAS. Now this is great, because now you can actually throw a foregrip on these weapons and it'll perform better. I don't have the official stats, but I'm just going to assume, since they said they fixed the foregrip accuracy, that it's going to be way better now. And then they had a general overhaul to the F2000, and I'm sure if you guys are playing, you're going to notice everybody and their mother is using the F2000. It is just a bit much. There's everybody using it with the vertical recoil, with the zoomed accuracy, that's all been increased. And they need to fix the LMG extended mag, so that's an unlockable thing for all classes, for all LMGs. This is yet to be seen though. And then all semi-auto shotties fire at the same speed apparently. And the only difference between the semi-auto shotties is how many pellets they fire. And apparently the M110 or the M1014 fires more pellets than the other one to give it a bit of a boost. Alright guys, so right here I'm going to be showing you some clips of me just wrecking with this PKP. Oh my god. I knew this gun was decent before, like out of all the LMGs, I consider it one of the best. But after I slapped the suppressor on and the grip, holy shit. I mean, if you're watching this, I obviously edited it so you see mostly the kills, but this gun just raced. It's way better than I've ever seen it before. And medium to close range, it just destroys. And if you do the burst fire at range, that's insane too. Like, literally, I just was mowing down people. I went at least positive 30 for KD spread at least in this game that I'm showing you. It was crazy. So, you know, the PKP is one of the new challenges, and with the new weapon upgrades and stuff, this gun is killer. It's insane. This is a gun to watch out for. This is a gun to play with. This is an all-around awesome gun. I'm going to be playing a lot more with the PKP now. Anyways, guys, thank you to everyone who was watching. Hope it actually updated you and gave you some helpful information and got you a look at the patch and the premium. And comment, rate, subscribe. Thanks for watching.